So today I am here to talk about headphones. Headphones, earbuds. I'm sure you all have some type of listening device. You might be using speakers, you might not be. So there's many different types of headphones. There's earbuds, there's AirPods, there's wireless headphones, there's wired headphones. But one thing that I used to do was I would get a pair of wired headphones that were, I believe they were bright green, and they were at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you can buy them there, but I would get a pair of those and for $20 until they broke. And then after they would break because they were cheap. They were $20, but they were very bad quality. So after they broke, I get another pair, and I did so 4 or 5 times. One time I decided I want to get something better. So I did some research about headphones, and I found these. These are some Sony headphones. And I didn't know anything about headphones before I got it, and I'm not an audiophile, so take everything I say not from a person who just enjoys listening, not very intently, and hearing the lows and mids and stuff. I don't know about that. I know basic stuff. So these headphones are called over-ear headphones. So they go on top of your ears as they go. They encapsulate your ear as opposed to laying on top of them like on-ear headphones. So you have your over-ear headphones that go over it, your on-ear headphones lay on top of it, and headphones like these, in-ear headphones that go inside of your ears. So these are some over-ear noise-canceling Bluetooth headphones. So I looked at these. I looked at Sony's line because I just thought, hey, I'll get something from Sony. And these were not the highest end nor the lowest end. And I wanted Bluetooth headphones. I know some people might not want Bluetooth headphones. They might do want Bluetooth headphones. There's multiple advantages and disadvantages to corded ones versus wireless ones. All that different stuff. It depends on what type of person you need. If you're someone who's worried about battery life and you don't want to have to recharge headphones, these last a pretty good amount of time. Like, they'll last a full day of like 8 hours using them in their noise canceling mode too, which blocks out most noise and makes all the outside world seem quieter but not completely isolated. But again, they'll last a good 8 hours if you're just listening to these. And then to charge them, it's like half an hour to 45 minutes to get 100% charge. And again, they'll last you for another 8 hours. So the battery life, I thought, was going to be more of a problem than it actually is. So one other thing that you might be skeptical is, like, are they going to wear out soon? So I've had these for 8 months now. So they've treated me fine ever since. They still work perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with them. I got them used on eBay, but basically almost new. I've kept them in pretty good condition. Pretty much the same condition as when I bought them. One thing is there's a little bit of a little small thing on the ear cup right there, but I've had these for 8 months, and that's the most that's happened. They were that color inside before I bought them. I don't even know what that is. I don't know. I don't think you can clean them, but I don't think you can clean the inside mesh of there. But one other feature is it has a port right here, so it's a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So if you took a cable, you could plug it in here and then also plug it in to your laptop or phone or whatever, and use them as wired headphones. They won't have their noise canceling abilities, and they won't have the ability to use touch controls to like change the volume, because these also have that on the ear cup. Double tap to pause, forward and back to skip tracks, up and down to change volume. Basic controls, which then there's no buttons, which is a little bit annoying because sometimes you'll tap it and it'll skip forward. A little annoying, but most of the time it works. One other thing is if you're in noise canceling mode and you put your hand on this ear cup and you hold your hand there, what it'll do is put it in ambient mode to where it doesn't pause your thing, which I feel like it should pause your thing while you're in ambient mode, but whatever. It doesn't pause your thing, but it makes it all quieter and makes it uses its microphone in here to boost the outside noises, so it's like you're listening to the noises of other people. So if you're listening to something and someone taps your shoulder, asks you something, you can just put your hand here and then be able to listen to what they say without having to take the headphones off or pause your music and take the headphones off. But I think it's a pretty cool thing. One thing I like about these is they swivel both ways and they're curved like this, because that way they can fit the actual shape of your ear. Because ears aren't just like, a lot of headphones will just have a circle, and ears aren't shaped like that. They've got ovals and they're curved and they're bent like this. So you want these, and you don't want just headphones to just be like this and not turn either way, because heads aren't just flat right here. It's curved, and for different people, it's curved different ways. So with the ability for these to turn like that, it really makes sure that you're having a nice level of comfort. And it clicks out here, it gets smaller and bigger. And also, if you're taking these on travel, you just fold it up like this. These things collapse into each other, so they fold up to be even smaller. So that's one thing. I feel like these are really, really cool, because you don't have to be wired to the device you're using, and you can just use these. So as far as price, I got these. I'm not sure if they make these new anymore. If they do, I'll leave a link to it and show it on screen so you can buy one. But if they don't, which I don't know, I'm not sure, but you can get them on eBay for $80 for a pair that's like nice and basically new, cleaned, all that. And I've seen them for as low as $50 if you don't really care if there's some scratches or if it's a little dirty or whatever. But I think it's like an overall more affordable way to have these, because like, I've had these for 8 months, and I don't doubt that they'll last me for a good long time. So I think that you should put maybe more money into something that's going to last you a long time than buying disposables and just replacing them ever so often. And these aren't the necessary replacement for just like a pair of wired earbuds like this. That's good for sometimes. This, you never need to charge it in your entire life. It folds up way smaller than this could ever be, and they're dirt cheap. So these serve a purpose, and so do these. And I'm just here to inform you that you might want to try something like this in case you haven't ever thought of it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. If you disliked it, click the dislike button. If your feelings are more diverse than that, leave a comment. See you next time. Bye.